Welcome to Beach Bum Creations. This is Tom, and on this channel we will show you how to take the items you find on the beach, the seashells, the driftwood, seaweed, everything you find on the beach. We'll show you how to turn them into lifelong memories using resin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Well, welcome to Beach Bum Creations. This is Tom. For all you returning people, welcome back. Today, this episode, I'm going to take this picture frame. It's just a nothing picture frame. The cheapest one I could find. It was $4. So, and you could set it up right, or you can hang it in a landscape or portrait. It's already got hangers built in. I'm going to do it landscape up here, so I'm going to hang it that way. But what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put shells all around in this area here, and around this top part, well, all around the whole perimeter, I'm going to have 2 strands of natural rope, and on the inside there'll be rope also, but in the inside there'll be 4 pieces. It won't be one continuous one. And then what I'm planning on doing at this point, first off, let's take it all apart and paint the frame. I'm going to paint it like a blue, kind of a darkish blue color, sky blue, dark sky blue, and then after that I'm going to put the rope on it, and then the shells. And I'm going to paint the resin on this time. I'm not going to pour it. I'm just going to brush it on, so it's a very, very, very thin coat. I'm trying something different. Usually I put the shells down and pour the resin over them. This time I'm going to paint the area first and then put the shells down, so that when it's still tacky, about maybe 30 or 40 minutes after I brush it on, it'll get tacky, and then I'll put the shells on it. That way they won't move, and then I'll come back and I'll put some more clear over it. So that's my plans right now anyway. So let's get started. All right, folks, I'm back. I've gathered up some of the things I'm going to need for this project. Got some rope. This is the rope I'm going to use. I don't know, you can't really see it that well. Let me come over this, get closer. This is just regular natural rope. Where is that thing? It's over here. Yeah, okay. And I've got some paint. This is Celeste, it says here. Got a cutter to cut the rope, some silicone, and a screwdriver. And also I need some tape. Okay, so the first thing I've got to do is take the picture out that's in there right now, this thing here. So you just pop these things up. Okay, we can get this out of the way for now. I don't know what picture I'm going to replace. That picture is of the middle of the earth, up at the equator outside of Quito. It's a pretty neat area. If you ever come to Ecuador, or if you're in Ecuador, it's a nice place to visit. You can be in the north and the south at the same time. Okay, this paint, I don't think there's enough in there. Let me see if I have another can just to be safe. Yeah, there's another one down here. Oh, here we go. Okay. I think there might be enough in here to give it a tack coat. I don't know for sure, but we'll find out. Let's get this out of the way. I always give anything I'm painting, I scuff it up a little bit. This one you don't have to. It's already kind of scuffed up. And I give it a light coat. If it's metal, I'll prime it first, but on this I just give it a light coat as a tack coat, and then I'll come back and give it a final coat that'll be good. It really doesn't matter much in this case because this is going to be covered with a lot of shells. You'll be able to see a little bit of the blue in the background, but not too much. But it'll look better than this. This is like just a faded gray. Okay, I'm just gonna let this tack up for about 10 minutes and I'll come back and go ahead and get it in the other coat. Okay, I'm back, just like that. 10 minutes has passed and I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing another coat. All right, that looks good. So now I'm just going to go ahead and let this dry up for about, I don't know, maybe a half an hour or so. It's pretty warm today, probably around 85 or something, 82. So as soon as I get it to where it's dried up enough, I'm going to go ahead and I already got tape on it for something. Oh, okay. I was going to make these already. Okay, when I do it, I always tape it because it'll fray if you don't. So I leave the tape on. Okay, that's a little bit long still, just a tad. So, I trimmed off this much. You can't even see it. All right, that's perfect. What you don't want to do is, this rope will stretch somewhat, a little bit. If you stretch it, and then you glue it down, what'll happen is it'll start contracting and it'll pull itself away from the glue. So what you want to do is just get it set in there in a relaxed state. All right, I got those 4 pieces. I can't get the long ones that go around here until this dries, obviously. So I'll come back in just like that, a minute. All righty, folks, welcome back. This is dry now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this around the outside here. I'm going to start, it don't matter if I start on the top or the bottom because the way you put that in, you can put it in either way. So I'm going to go ahead and start right in the middle on the top. I think my heat gun's pretty hot. We'll just lay some glue down here. I just put a little bit around the edge, the corner, so I can get it stuck there. Okay, I gotta lay this down, put it flat. I want to get this flat to the wall. It don't really matter because this, the thing on the back, it sticks out from the wall, so. The problem with this is you gotta remember to move it because it glues to the paper. Okay. I burn myself every time. Ow! I have another heat gun that don't get this hot. This one gets so hot, it will burn you. There's nothing you can do about it. It burns me every single time I use it. Layer. I'm going to put another layer, another row, I should say, going around. It's finished with the trim. You can see the rope around the corners there and on the inside. So I'm going to let this glue set up for just a little bit, and then I'll come in with some resin and paint it. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm going to go pick out some shells. So I'll take you along with me on that little journey. I don't know what shells I'm going to use just yet. We'll find something. I was thinking about all broken shells, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, I'm back. I got this here. This is it's called an alphabet olive. These are all olives down here, but I like to use these. This is what I use when I'm making incense odor. I put the incense through here, glue that to the oyster shell. So I don't want to use that for this. We got some pearls. This is what I might use for the top. These are called pearl oysters. I'll find me a nice one. That's a nice one there. Now, see if it goes there like that. It's a nice one. I think I'll use this one. Okay, so this is what I have to go on this mirror. I don't believe this is going to be enough shells, but we'll check it out and see if we can't get them all on there. All right, folks, I'm back. And this is just a rough draft. They're just setting on there right now. So I was trying to use as many as I could, different types. Right now I just did a rough count and I counted up 27 different types of shells. So some of these spots that are kind of empty, I will go ahead and I have the smaller ones that I didn't put on there yet. So they'll get on there. So what I'm going to do right now is take all these shells off and clean them, or some of them. I don't clean them all, and then brush on some clear on the blue. And once it gets a little tacky, I'll stick these shells back on, and they'll stick to it. And then I'll put some clear over them and secure them to the frame. They'll never come off. All right, welcome back, and got all the shells off. I won't be cleaning all of them. Oh. All right, that does it for the cleaning. So we'll just go ahead and let all this stuff dry a little bit. This one goes over there. So try to put this all back together. I don't know how I had it, but don't have to go back together the same way. So anyway, hang on, and after it's dry, we'll come back and do some resin. All right, I'm back. Got the frame set up out in here, in the level surface that I have. I forgot to show you, this is what I cleaned the shells with. It's just what I cleaned the toilet bowl and the tiles with. And I'm going to be sprinkling these broken shells on the whole frame once I paint it. Got all the shells, like this was the top. That's the left side, that was the right side, and that's the bottom. So I kind of kept them in the sides they were on, but I don't know where. But as always, you want to have some alcohol in case you get it, and in this case you need the gun because you want to stop bubbles. And you also need paper towel. So I use this too. This little pointer here, it's just a skewer for like shrimp. I use it to pop bubbles instead of using the dryer. At any rate, I'm going to get ready, go mix up the resin. I'll come back in just about 1 second. All right, just like that, I'm back. I mixed up 30 grams of part A and 15 grams of part B, and I put a little bit of this, I don't know if you can see it. What is it? Turquoise glitter. On the next, this is just the coat that sticks the shells down. The next coat I won't have any glitter in it. It'll just be clear. So this is really hot right now. It's been about 10 minutes. I stirred it already. So it's ready for a pour right now. I'm not really gonna pour it, and I'm just gonna put it on there and then I'm gonna spread it with the brush. Just gonna put a little bit on. I don't want it to flood anywhere. Just give it a light khaki coating is all. We'll just wait. I'll be back in probably maybe 15 or 20 minutes and start putting the shells on. Well, it's only been about 5 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle these down right now. These little shell pieces. And there's rocks in here. I call these rocks most of the time. But they're actually, it's both. Little pebbles are in there. I try to take them out because they're black. Make it look too dark. Alright. And those will drop down, so they won't, it don't matter anyway. Most of it's going to be covered. You saw how many shells were there, so it's going to be covered with shells. So alright, we'll wait again now. Alright, I'm back. And I'm going to put the shells on. This is the top. You can see right here where I put the ropes together right there. So I'm going to see if I can remember how I did this before. I know I had this one up here. This is the only one I have left, a little oyster shell. I really don't need to put that on here anywhere. I took that one as new. So everything else is gone. That's good. All right. I might put some more little bitty ones on here. Fill these little holes. Yeah, I'll go find some little ones and put those on. You don't need to see that, do you? Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna make the final pour. And hopefully it all comes out good. Lots of bubbles in here. When I'm doing something like this, that's what I like because it makes it look more like water. First thing I'm gonna do, whew, this is hot. It's been sitting here for 10 minutes already. I like to pour some inside the things like this. That seals it. Seals all this stuff is still loose. All the rest of this stuff it's adhered to that first coat I put down. So I'm just gonna go along and dribble it around all these. This will seal it for sure. It'll never fall off. You'll have to take a hacksaw and cut it off if you want to get it off. Yeah, I don't want it to run over. I just want it to stay on the shells. Hey, this brush is coming apart. What a cheapy brush. So I guess that's what you get for 48 cents, huh? Hey, I know. I forgot to turn the light on. I'm working in the dark here. All right. I don't know what else to do here now except wait. And that's it. I'll come back after it's dry or set up a little bit. This is the one I dropped before. See, it's not quite hard yet. I could put my fingerprint on it. There's one I just dropped. So when that one's hard, or that one there, this one here, when they harden up, then I'll know this is done. Now put the picture. I gotta go make a picture for this. So, okay, that's it for now. All right, I'm back. Just completed picture frame, item number 132. It's complete. I'll start out at the top here, trying to tell you what the shells are. If I'm wrong, believe me, I'm wrong on some of them. Let me know in the comments. Correct me so I do know. This is a true tulip. There's a tiger's paw. There's a piece of a calico. This whole shell right here is called a pearl oyster. I have a lippet here, calico. It's a lippet. It's an auger. That's some sort of bittersweet. I'm not sure exactly which kind. That's a calico again. This is a piece of a black murex. There's a Florida cone. There's a coquina, I mean. This is a flat scallop. Another limpet. A bittersweet. Or this is also called some sort of cockle. There's a rose petal talon. There's a couple more limpets. This is a cool. I can't get it to focus. Sunray Venus. It's a flat scallop. It's a Florida rock shell. Another calico there. I can't point to it. And there's a turkey wing, coquina. Another bittersweet. A black murex. There's an alphabet olive. I don't know what that is. This one's called no, that's a calico. Just an orange calico. And this one's called an alternate. This big white one is called an alternate talon. There's a little limpet in here. This is a slipper down here. It's a coquina. There's another slipper right here, and this little thing right here, which you can't really make out very good, that's a sand dollar wing. There's a sand dollar lung. There's an angel wing, tiger's paw. It's the comb Venus. There's a certain name for this one here. I forget what it is. It's a limpet. This one here is a mosey arc. Looks just like the turkey wing, the cowrie. Another calico. This is a Chinese hat. A cockle, an Atlantic cockle, another Chinese hat here, another coquina. There's another scallop. This is a cross-barred combed Venus here. Another black murex scallop, flat scallop. That's another Sunray Venus. It's a green limpet there. There's a certain name for that. That's called a sunrise something, or something like that. There's another turkey wing there, another fat scallop. And that one's called an alphabet cone. Forget what that is. That's a talon. I forget, a sunrise or something sun. At any rate, that's it. And for the picture in the center, I put a picture of the logo here. So, and except I'm on the logo in this one, not just boogie. Anyway, here it is, item number 132, complete.